I forgot I had to hit the actual record button before I hit the start button. Okay, hey. Hey. So this is a thing we're doing called Pawbcast, where basically it's just us being little shits for like an hour.
Hello.
Okay, hold on, I have to do something. Kazoo solo. Okay. There's an actual kazoo solo of Ode to Joy. Why is this a thing?
Do it.
Let's listen. I forgot I had to hit the actual record button before I hit the start button. Okay, hey. Hey. So this is a thing we're doing called Pawbcast, where basically it's just us being little shits for like an hour.
Hello.
Okay, hold on, I have to do something. Kazoo solo. Okay. There's an actual kazoo solo of Ode to Joy. Why is this a thing?
Do it.
Let's listen. A kazoo solo of Ode to Joy by... Oh my god! My heart's racing. I love it. It's Ode to Joy.
You know the video you're gonna show?
Okay, we can't just make this stolen content the musical.
No.
That was by someone literally called Kazoo, if you're wondering.
Kazoo. Hold on.
It's okay, I'll edit it later to have actual good quality, I hope.
Balloon opera. Here it is.
Balloon opera?
Yeah.
Balloon opera.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty. Oh my god, is that a balloon? Oh, it's that video. It's still really pretty though. Oh my god, look at it on the thing. I'm sorry guys for the stolen content.
It's not stolen.
It's stolen.
It's not stolen. We didn't steal it.
Sorry for breaking your ear bones.
Wow!
Oh my god, oh god!
Oh god. Stop it! You're gonna break it. Stop it. No.
Okay, so before we started recording, I told you I wanted to play a little game on here. You wanna play a game?
Yes, let's play a game.
Okay, so legitimately, it is a game called Snake Oil.
What?
It is a game...
What?
I got this from the Jenna and Julian podcast because I actually do really enjoy their podcast. But it's a game called Snake Oil, but we don't actually have it. So we'll just substitute it for Google.
Okay.
So basically, we mash up two words. And that will then become a product we have to sell. And then the other person will have an occupation. And we have to try to get the person to sell their item successfully. And you have to market that item to that profession. You got it?
Sure.
Nice. Okay, so... let's see if this works. Why are we using my computer when we both have phones?
I don't know. Let's do that.
Well, let's do that! Woo!
Okay, I'm on Google.
Okay, so... this might take a little few seconds. I'm sorry if there are a lot of pauses. I'm probably not going to edit this because it's a fucking podcast.
Why would you?
Why would you? Why would you record something for a podcast and not edit it?
I like how you didn't even introduce me.
Oh, yeah!
Best podcast ever.
This is Geek.
Hello.
This is my friend Geek.
The one,
Random job list.
the one Sesame was talking about in their first video. The one with the little
first
brother.
two.
The first two.
This
about
is
their little
friend.
brother. I am the friend.
This is friend. Ooh, perfect. Random job/occupation generator.
Oh, perfect.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Okay, so do you want to do rock, paper, scissors to see who goes what first?
Sure.
Okay, so the one who wins get to choose what what they do.
Okay.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Hey.
Damn it! Damn it! I thought paper was gonna be good. Okay, what do you want to be first? The person selling or the person with the occupation?
I'll be the person with the occupation.
Okay, so let's see what job you have.
Ooh.
Social worker.
Oh no. That sounds bad.
So, you are a social worker, and I am trying to tell you... Hold on, random item list. Sorry, we really... Generate a list of random things!
Perfect.
Okay, so let's
ahead of
see.
time.
Quantity, 2.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you are a social worker, and I have to sell you a puddle fork.
What the fuck is a
Puddle fork. You haven't heard of a puddle fork?
No, I've never heard
Oh
of
my
a
goodness, you've
puddle
never heard of a puddle fork.
fork. No, I've never heard
I'm
of a
here to
puddle
sell
fork.
you this beautiful product. You see, puddle forks.
What does this puddle fork do?
Puddle forks, they work for many different uses. Oh god.
Like, what kind of use?
Puddle forks can be used in many different ways, one of which can be used to
Used to what?
One of these uses can be to stab parents who don't want to cooperate, but then it will break injecting the puddle water. It'll
Wait, so it's a fork with puddle water in it?
Exactly. There's so many uses for it. You can
Can I like freeze it and like keep can I freeze it and then use that to eat hot food so that when I put it in my mouth it's cold?
That'd probably not work, but I'm gonna say it will, because it'll get you to buy my product.
Well,
So, I know how you, as a social worker, will...
I'll use it social working. Wouldn't that be like a house product?
You see, you will have to keep this puddle fork at work.
Oh, why?
Because I think that's a rule of the game. I don't know if that's a rule of the game. We'll make it a rule of the game.
To do what?
Keep it at the workplace.
Okay. So the workplace, what do I do with the fucking puddle fork?
You see, you can take the puddle fork. It won't explode in the microwave.
Continue.
So when you feel the need to microwave your bowl of noodles that you randomly have at work, and you figure, no, I'm not taking this metal fork out of here because I'm a lazy fuck.
Me.
You can just leave the puddle fork in there, and it won't explode as much. And if it does, you just get puddle water.
It's much.
If it does, you just get puddle water in your noodles.
Wow. I have one very important question to ask about this puddle fork. Can I shove it up my ass?
You can shove it up your asshole.
Alright, then I'm sold.
Yay!
Yay! Wait. No.
Okay, so now... Oh my god, there's so many different little spikes of each one of your claps. Okay, so now...
Random item generator.
Oh no, I can just... So now, I am a civil servant.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, I'm gonna change it. I'm a bookkeeper.
Oh, you're a bookkeeper. Okay, that's not right.
And you have to sell me a Sharpie car. You have to sell me a Sharpie car.
A Sharpie
as
car.
a bookkeeper. Go.
Oh, let me think for a second. Give me a motherfucking second. A Sharpie car. Well,
That real quick.
I had to think of a way to start it. Hello, fellow bookkeeper.
How can I, as a bookkeeper, buy your product that will be useful?
Well, you see, the Sharpie car is basically a car with a giant fucking Sharpie on top of it. You can use as marketing for other Sharpies, and Sharpies can be used at your library, at your local library, to draw on all your books. If I sold you,
I'm a fucking bookkeeper.
bookkeeper, not a librarian. Same fucking thing.
Bitch. You think being a bookkeeper and a librarian is the same thing?
Yes.
Librarians just does them all willy-nilly, and the bookkeepers actually care.
Oh my god.
You've already made me not like you.
But you see, you can take that giant Sharpie on top of the car and shove it up your ass.
I don't even sell Sharpies.
Well then you can. You can get fired at the fucking library and then sell Sharpies.
I used to say I'm a librarian. I'm a bookkeeper.
It's the same fucking.
I'm a fucking bookkeeper.
But bookkeepers, don't they work at the library? Where the fuck do they work?
I work at a bookkeeper store.
Oh my fucking god! Do you want my damn Sharpie or not?
You're trying to sell it to me. You have to go the extra length to sell to this stubborn bookkeeper.
Okay, so it's just basically just a giant fucking Sharpie on wheels. And you know what you can do with that giant fucking Sharpie on wheels?
Die inside of it?
Yes! And you can ram yourself into a building and basically draw art with it. Like, all over the place. Like graffiti, but it's okay, because it's not illegal.
It's okay, it's not illegal because it's a Sharpie.
It's okay, because it's a Sharpie. So if I sold you?
Would it be modern art?
Yes! It could be any kind of art.
What would that have to do with bookkeeping?
Oh my! You can advertise your bookkeeping store with that Sharpie all over fucking billboards, okay?
Okay, I'm sold.
Okay, good, because this is fucking stupid.
That's the point!
I'm not a fucking librarian.
Okay, so now you're not a mathematician.
No, fuck that. No.
You're a journalist.
I'm a journalist.
You're a journalist, and I have to sell you Scotch tape cinder brick.
What?
I have to sell you Scotch tape cinder brick.
What the fuck? Okay. I'm a journalist? I forgot what I was. I'm a journalist. Okay.
You're a journalist, and I have to sell you Scotch tape cinder brick.
I'm Diane from BoJack Horseman. Okay, let's go.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Your name is Shakir.
I'm Shakir. I'm Shakir, and I talk like this. I'm Shakir.
I actually forgot about that.
I'm Shakir, the best.
I was contemplating saying you're Shaquille O'Neal.
I'm Shakir. Like this. I'm Shakir. Now you're looking at
So, hello, you journalist out on the streets of Follywood.
This is a cafe, and we're on Birchwood.
I have really bad ADD, you see.
Okay. What brings you to this fucking cafe?
I was wondering if I could sell you on my wonderful product a Scotch tape cinder brick.
What the fuck is a Scotch tape cinder brick?
A Scotch tape cinder brick is basically a cinder brick that has the stickiness of Scotch tape because we taped Scotch tape to it, but the wrong way. So the outside is the sticky part.
Well, then how the fuck would it stick to the cinder brick?
It doesn't.
So you basically just wrap the cinder brick in Scotch tape.
Essentially, yes.
The wrong way.
But there's a good use for it.
Oh my god, okay.
You as a journalist are always saying, I have so many stories here on my desk, and because we're in the 1940s, we don't...
Would Scotch tape even exist?
We don't have any computers.
Yeah.
We don't have computers to keep all these files on, so I'm over here with stacks and stacks of papers. What are you gonna do if there's a tornado?
Oh well?
That's where the Scotch tape cinder brick comes into play.
Where it's taped the wrong way, okay.
You put the Scotch tape cinder brick on top of this giant stack of riveting stories you have.
So, a paperweight.
But it sticks.
So, basically, if I try to take it off, it'll rip the paper.
We have different types of tape.
Okay. Continue.
We have different types of tape, so that if you choose a duct tape one, yes, that might happen, but you're a journalist. You're classy. You wouldn't choose a
Scotch
duct tape.
tape.
Scotch tape.
It's Scotch tape. It's a Scotch tape cinder brick. Okay?
Shit.
Shit.
You can put it in your asshole.
I can't put it. I think my asshole's too tight for that cinder brick. What does that have to do with journaling?
I know you tried to sell me a Sharpie car by telling a bookkeeper they could put it in their ass.
Who the fuck do you think I am?
Do I know you?
I don't know.
Oh my god, there's so many awkward silences, but this is really fun.
Yes.
This might go on for over an hour.
Fuck.
No, just out of... It's still recording. The screen turned off. So, I'm not selling you?
No, you are not.
I have a family.
Okay. Don't we all?
I wasted all my money making this one cinder brick.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I need help.
Yes, you do. Go.
I have
Go
no
to
more
the
money.
Therapist. You go to a therapist. I'm not selling. I'm not.
This is the 1940s. That is not socially acceptable.
Oh.
I have a family.
Don't we all? This is the 19. Isn't that like the Great Depression?
No, that's the 20s. Wait, no.
No, that was the golden years.
Yeah, because it was after the Great Depression.
No, the golden years were before the Great Depression.
Well,
Don't we all starve here?
Oh! No, that's just my drawing tablet unplugging. Beautiful.
So this is the Great Depression, where we all have suffering families when I'm a journalist. Thriving just fine. Why do I need to help you?
I'm an entrepreneur who wasted all their money on making a cinder brick wrapped in tape because I have really bad ADD and I can't go to a therapist because that's not socially acceptable. So I need you, yes you, to pay for a pig for my family to slaughter and eat.
I thought you were vegan.
I'm not in real life. I'm not.
No.
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 Okay, so are you not sold?
I am not sold.
Fuck. Well, okay. We're not keeping points because this is a stupid game to keep points on.
It is.
It's just a game
You
for
failed.
fun.
The Great Depression cinder brick Scotch tape.
You see how I at least put flair into my story?
I can't think off the top of my head.
You have to try.
Okay.
You have to try to...
Maybe it'll work better if you get me a fucking...
What the hell is a psychotherapist?
Psychotherapist?
Psychotherapist.
Harley Quinzel from Arkham? I don't know.
I'm a butler.
That could work. You're Alfred.
Don't relate everything to Batman.
I like Batman.
I'm a butler, and you have to sell me a tree plastic fork.
Let's not do a fork.
Okay, you have to sell me a soda can pillow.
Okay.
Which shouldn't be hard, because that's an actual thing.
It is.
Sell me, a butler, a soda can pillow.
Hello, you. Yes, you, butler.
Yes. You just pet Jem, and she looked so pleased. Jem's my cat. Rambo, stop being such a needy husky.
Hello, you. Yes, you, butler.
Yes, what can I do for you, sir? Would you like to be taken out back, sir?
No. I am an entrepreneur, and
Doug.
How would you like to buy my soda can pillows?
That sounds awfully sticky, doesn't it, sir?
Actually, the voice crack though. Actually,
Rose is going to town on herself.
oh,
She's... Rosie, why you doing that?
Rosie,
why you doing that?
actually, the soda can pillow thing, fucking Coca-Cola, actually,
Copyright.
Actually, it looks like a normal soda can, you know, like the ones you buy off the street.
Jem's just jiggling.
Oh my god. You know the ones you buy at the store off the street? I don't know. Vending machines.
I'm not allowed to leave this house.
How the fuck do you provide for whoever the fuck you're working for?
I'm a butler, sir, not an Uber driver.
Well, you know, soda cans, you've seen them before. They're disguised. After you finish them, you feel really sleepy because of all the sugar. The sugar high, come down from the sugar high. So you feel like you just want to sleep, right? So you press the button that's under the can. and it transforms into a mini pillow. And you just... After you're done, sweeping up the shit in the bathroom.
Do not mock my practice.
I'm sorry, I don't own a butler, I'm an entrepreneur.
I am not owned, sir. Rainbow, what's up? Rainbow, why are you such an attention whore? Duke, why are you such an attention whore?
So have I sold ya?
No.
Oh, fuck. Well, this
You
pillow...
see, I will tell you how you could have sold me after.
This pillow. It's really soft. Really, really soft. You can even shove it up your asshole if you roll it up.
Why do you resort to that every fucking time? Every single time!
It's a seller. Alright, what, I'm done. What do you think I could have sold you for?
If you said it was small enough for me to put jewelry on to look fancy.
Oh,
Yep.
come on.
Yep, that's why you gotta keep the occupation in mind.
Yeah, the fucking butler. I don't know what fucking butlers do.
Okay, do you want to do one more before we get on to just talking?
Yeah.
Nice. So, you're a builder.
No.
Okay. You're an electrician.
Okay, that works.
I'm selling you a ring doll.
A ring doll?
Specifically a baby doll.
A ring baby doll.
Okay, do you want a different one?
Yes.
Spring plate.
Okay, that works.
So you as an electrician, I am selling you a spring plate.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Good to see you on this fine morning. How are you today?
What?
Are you an electrician with Alzheimer's?
Yes. Okay.
I forget what voice I did.
Hello, sir. I don't know.
Hello, sir. How are you today? Would you like to be interested in a spring plate?
The fuck is a spring plate?
A spring plate, you see, is a plate with a spring on it.
That sounds useless.
You see, if you ever think to yourself, I'm making this food, but you're hungry right now. You're in the middle of making a grand feast for all your friends and family, but then you remember...
I have no family. I never married. I don't have any kids.
They all died in Nam.
They died in the... My only son died in Nam.
In Nam.
Duke.
Duke! Don't scratch the wall!
Okay. So I don't have any family. What's your point?
You ever read over your past war events and you think, I'm making this grand dinner, but I'm hungry right now?
Maybe. Maybe I haven't.
So what you do is you prepare yourself something little like a sandwich or an apple or maybe...
Prepare an apple. I might be old, but I'm pretty sure I know you're not supposed to do that.
Well, you slam it right down on the spring plate and then it just goes whoop back up into your mouth. A little bit into your nostrils as well. But that's fine.
Can I shove it up my asshole?
It's a spring plate. That might hurt.
Oh well.
Why do all your characters shove things up their fucking ass?
I don't know. To see about the nostril thing, I don't think I could breathe. You know, with my mouth. And
it's kind of like when you vomit up.
I'm pretty sure when I get nauseous, I don't vomit out my nose.
Wait, really?
No, I don't.
I might have something medically wrong with me.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This is why I say I'm a medical mystery.
You are how old? Your age, and you didn't know that you're not supposed to vomit out your fucking nose.
No.
You joking.
It's not like it just starts out of my... I like how we completely derailed. It's not like it starts out of my nose.
Yes, but you're not supposed to vomit out your nose.
There are times it's been real up there.
Oh my god. Okay,
I remember once it took like 15 minutes to get a chunk cord.
Oh my god! We'll talk about that later. Okay.
This is fun.
Okay, what about the spring plate?
So you shove the spring plate right down and you go whoop, and then the food will come back up and it'll go straight in your mouth hole.
What if it's too much? I could choke.
That's not for me to do, that's for you to portion.
What if it's a lot of food?
Or as an electrician, because I forgot that was your occupation and I'm supposed to be tailoring to that.
Oh yeah, is this an electrical spring or is it self?
You see, you could do the same concept, except instead of with food, you could always just like put you electrician stuff on there and just whoop, and it's right up in your asshole.
I'm sold.
Yay!
Yay!
Rainbow looks depressed. Yo! Don't flinch like we hit you. We're just trying to love you.
I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's troubled.
I'm sorry.
She has a troubled mind.
Yes, you do.
It's okay, she usually smile.
No, back to the fucking vomiting thing out your nose.
Yeah!
Ew, that's disgusting.
Did you want to continue it just to say that?
No, like, that's fucking... You said you had a chunk up your nose? That's fucking gross.
Yeah, I was like in the bridge of my nose up to like where my eyes were. It took like 15 minutes to blow out.
When did this, like, start?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I know, but we could talk about weird medical stuff that's happened to us.
Okay.
One time I touched my own bone.
I already... no.
You already know that story.
Yeah, I already know that story.
But the people don't.
That's true. Which the 5 people that are going to be watching this.
That's probably true and sad. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
Me over here with my 2,000 and a half subscribers.
Shut the fuck up. I just started today.
I just started not even a year ago. Oh. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Now what?
We just talk
We just talk.
about this cat right here.
He looks like my cat.
Both my cats look like your cats.
Yeah, but
One's
opposite
fat.
gender. Opposite gender. He's
And
really
one's fat.
One's really fat.
Jem's really fat. Jem's like a cat, morbidly
No,
obese.
no, Wally is morbidly obese.
Fun fact, Jem actually isn't technically my cat. I was given her to actually take and to get her to lose weight. That didn't happen.
No, it did not.
So now
Chubby.
she's just here.
How did you keep her though?
I made sure she never lost weight.
What about the person who gave it to her?
Oh no, it was an adoption place.
Oh.
Yeah, way back when I got some of my first little kittens, they had her, and it was my dad. He was telling me, hey, they said we could get these 2 that we wanted, and also this other cat, and I thought he was talking about another kitten. And at the time, I was like, aww, I fucking gleeked.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that after. Continue.
So, my dad was in the car like, hey, they said we could get this other one for free. And I was like, I don't know. 2 is a lot. And he's like, it's a cat that needs a home. So I was like, okay. So then we did, and the BAM! Fat cat.
Bam! Jem!
I thought...
This attention whore that always sits on my lap and clings into my legs.
Cling. I thought that he was talking about another one of the kittens. I'm glad I was wrong.
I'm glad I was
Because look at that owl face. As she looks away from you and closes her eyes.
No.
Don't force her to look at you.
I know. I didn't.
Okay, so... Gleeking.
Gleeking. That's a superpower I have that less than 7% of the population on the earth have.
That you gave me.
That was on accident. I could do it on will.
So, for those who don't know what gleeking is...
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see, we're going back to 7th grade biology here. Gleeking happens when you're talking or whatever, and the salivary gland under your tongue kind of just like, what? Kind of just like, because there's like a hole under your tongue. So you flick your tongue
What?
up. Yeah, there's a hole under your tongue. And you flick your tongue up, and then it's just like, I could do whatever the fuck I want, though.
You used to terrorize me with that shit.
I used to terrorize everyone with that shit. No, back in fucking 2nd grade,
Can I get a fucking,
back in 2nd grade, this is one kid to sit next to me, and I would, this is really gross, but I would gleek on his desk, And then he'll notice, like, why the fuck is this on my desk? I'm like, oh my god, the ceiling must be leaking.
The ceiling must be leaking.
Leaking?
Ah!
Dripping. And he believed it, and it's like, I'm surprised he didn't ask the teacher about it, unless he did. He probably did.
I have another second grade story I want to tell after this.
Okay. I bet he, like, asked the teacher, and the teacher's like, oh, don't worry about it, because I don't think she noticed. And I kept on doing that for a while, until I finally told him. I was like, hey, I've been spitting on your desk.
I also have another embarrassing story about spit.
Okay. Oh my god.
You know this one, don't you?
I know.
You know this one.
And I was like, oh, come on. Like,
Come
not
on.
even mad. He was just like, come on.
He's probably like, my papers have been soaking in that.
It's like, oh, come on. It's been on my desk, on my paper.
Okay, is that the end of your story?
Pretty much. It's just like, when I was younger, I thought I was the only person who could do it. I'm like, oh my god, I can go to the FBI and be like, I have this superpower.
I can spit.
I
can fill up those DNA test tubes real fast.
Oh my god. Yeah, basically, that's what I thought. And then I realized that, oh wait, other people do it, but not a big percent.
That's like the same for people who think avocado tastes like soap.
I haven't actually. There's actually avocados in my house right now, and I've never had them.
They taste like soap to me. I hate it.
Soap.
But my therapist told me that there's a difference between the taste of avocado and the taste of guacamole, so I'm hoping to try that.
Okay. What's your story about spitting?
Okay, so the one about spitting before the random second grade one? Okay, so way back when, I forget what grade I was in. So I'm just not gonna say it. So, two friends were sitting behind me, and we had to, like, write our answers on whiteboards. Little mini whiteboards with little dry erase markers and washcloths that were passed around the entire class. And it was math class, and the teacher asked something like, hey, what's, like, 3 times 8 minus 4? And I put down an actual answer, and she's like, funny, girls. And I turn around. She sounded kind of pissed. But I turn around, and one has a picture of a banana, and the other has a picture of an orange. And I just spit everywhere. I start laughing, and I apparently had so much spit saved up. Okay, here's the best part. There was only one other kid in that entire row. He was the kid I had a crush on.
Oh.
He was the only other kid in that entire row. He was in the splash zone. He was sitting right next to me. The next...
The splash zone. Why is it all your crushes? You like from the back.
I hit one with a basketball. I spit directly on one. Oh god.
No.
So his response was the best thing ever. He just starts laughing and just goes, dude, you just spit everywhere! And then just goes back to acting like nothing happened. And I have to say, he was a real trooper that day.
He's a real trooper. You survived.
I will survive.
What about the spit story at the amusement park?
This is turning into Spit Story, the podcast.
Spit Story podcast. Okay.
Oh, we could actually title it that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice, you guys know where the title's from if you got 38 minutes in.
Holy shit.
Holy fucking... Aw, we missed 420.
Aw, no.
It's 421.
Aw, no.
421. Hazen. I don't even know how that correlates.
I don't know.
Okay, so we were at the amusement park one day on my birthday. I think it was like one of the last... Was it last year?
I think it was either...
No, it wasn't last year, because last year we went to Darien Lake.
I think it was last year or the year before that. Sometime, I don't know.
So, we went to this one theme park, and the swings on it, oh
like
my god, they're so tall.
This couple story tall
Oh yeah, it's
swings.
like 7 stories at least.
7-story tall, like, swing thing. They, like, spun around. We went on that, and Sesame was like, oh yeah, I'll sit on the outside, right?
Yeah, because I refused to feel like I was about to fall out.
I was like, okay, I'll sit on the inside, because there's, like, 2 row things. And there were, like, few and far between. So, once we were up there, like, just, like, screaming, like, having the best time. And, we looked down, and we saw Sesame's father is sitting under, like, one of the umbrellas.
It was a huge umbrella.
Yeah, it was, like, a sunny day, so didn't want to get sunburned. Sunburn. And so I turned to Sesame.
Oh, I'm just remembering that they took out the petting zoo.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So I go over to Sesame and I try to say over the sound of the wind. It's like, hey, I dare you to spit on one of the umbrellas trying to hit your dad. And then you were like, okay. So we waited a few times to go around.
Because we didn't want to get the ride stopped because someone just got hit with like a piece of spit that was like as fast as a bullet.
Okay, and Sesame's like, okay. And we waited a few times to either spit on their dad or the umbrella. So I was like, okay, now. And in the middle of saying now, my mouth was open, and Sesame spit in my mouth.
Don't make it sound like I turned at you and just like...
No. They were like turned up, so when they went to spit down, it got on my mouth. Like, on my face and in my mouth.
All over my face.
Oh no.
That was a fun day.
And then for the rest of the ride, we were just like laughing our asses off. And I'm like, you just spit in my fucking mouth. Yeah, that was a good day though.
Yeah.
What about your 2nd grade random story?
Ooh, this is about the worst bloody nose I've ever had.
Oh god, okay.
Do you already know this?
Maybe.
Okay, so I was sitting down in 2nd grade with, our past friend, and, I start to get a bloody nose. And, you know, social anxiety plus being a kid in the back of the classroom, you just kind of sit there and wipe it with your finger.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna go away, because that's how nosebleeds usually work. This one didn't.
No.
I went all over my index finger, all over my middle finger, all over all of my fingers. And then I switched to my other hand, and it gets all over those. And I switched to the back of my hands, and it gets all over those. And then my friend, finally, different person other than Geek, finally turns to me and goes, hey, do you need a tissue? Are you okay? Are you dying? And me being me, I'm still like, no, I'm fine. So, when you have nowhere else to do it, you start wiping it on your shirt.
Oh, God.
I started wiping it on the cuff of my shirt. All around the cuff. Did on the other side, the handcuffs. And then I did that on the neck part.
Oh.
And then I finally started pulling up the bottom of the shirt and wiping my face with that.
Oh my god.
And then that also got drenched in blood.
How long did this, like, last while you were just, like, going, like...
Essentially, that's how it was for a long time.
For like 20 minutes?
I think, actually, yeah.
Jeez, no one else noticed besides the person.
Yeah. So, finally, my friends finally just, hey, teacher, Sesame needs a tissue. Sesame needs a tissue. And my teacher just looks at me and goes, oh my god, take the entire box, go to the nurse. And I go to the nurse, and I'm like, nurse.
Did you have like a fucking...
I had to switch
clot?
shirts.
Oh.
I had to switch shirts into one of the ones the school had.
Did you ever get your shirt back?
Yeah, they gave it to me in a little plastic Walmart bag.
Oh.
But the next day is what made it even better.
What happened?
The next day, this kid gets a little dribble, and he goes, teacher, can I go to the nurse? I have a bloody nose. And this teacher looks me dead in the eyes and goes, what Sesame had was a bloody nose. You can just get a tissue. And I'm sitting there just, why would you say that?
Oh my god.
That was a fun day.
You were marked as the bloody nose.
I am the bloody nose.
Sesame, the bloody nose.
TM.
TM. Trademark. Now what?
I don't know, usually you say now what, and then we come up with like 15 stories and can't tell them all at once.
Now what? What about more elementary stories? Oh my fucking god. I got a bad one. So...
I'm listening.
So, I don't know if I already told you this, but like...
If you already told me, you haven't told them. The Great World Wide Web.
The Great World Wide Web. You gotta hear this.
Oh, that was a cute little squeak from the microphone. We should name the micro... Look at that spike.
Oh god.
We should name the microphone.
Timmy!
No.
Oh.
Has to be a pun. A good pun.
Mikey.
Oh, that's cute. It fits with this little...
Oh, Mike Wazowski!
If you look up a picture of the Snowball Blue Ice, you'll know.
It looks like Mike Wazowski, because it's a big old ball. Okay, so... Back in first grade, there, in our school, there was this thing called, like, reading buddies, where... Like,
ooh, I just remembered one I forgot about.
Okay, so I was in first grade, so the fourth graders had to read to the first graders.
Oof.
And I did that too when I went in fourth grade. It was horrible. And I did, at least.
Oh.
And so, my reading buddy was infamous in his family. He also had a brother who was in the same grade I was for being troublemakers.
Oof.
And I will not share the names, but let's call him Bike
Casper.
Seat. Let's call him Bike Seat.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up about me naming my Minecraft bird Bike Seat.
Okay, his name is Casper.
The friendly ghost.
Casper. This
The
boy.
mattress.
This little boy.
I want to make an animation of this and have him a mattress.
Casper, this little boy. So, I was in his classroom for that day. So he's reading. This is the story. How I became the little shit I am today.
Could you take any more breaths?
Yes.
We're just sitting on a couch. Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. And so, me being innocent little me in first grade. Oh wow, what could go wrong? Me being a fucking idiot too. I was like, he was like in the middle of reading a chapter and then he finishes and I'm like, ha, you're funny. And I go like that on his nose. I boop his nose like
Boop.
that. Boop. And he starts like, he's like, And I'm like, what? And he gets up and he's tattletales on me for punching him.
Oh my god.
And I started, he ran up to his teacher. He went up to the teacher. He was like, this little girl punched me. And I'm like,
this little bitch
punched me.
This bitch like, right here.
I was like, I started crying. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? And I was like, no. I even said there would be a punch mark on his face. Because I was smart.
Because I was smart.
And of course, they didn't believe me.
Oh my god.
So, I remember this so vividly. My first grade teacher came over, pointed her finger like this at me. Like, point.
Like the now offensive point.
Yeah, like, just point. Like, with a glaring look in her eyes. Like, get over here. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like bawling. Like, what had happened? And I had to sit in the corner for the rest of the day. I was like crying, like, this is unfair. Why would he do that? What the fuck? And I realized that the world is unfair that day. And
realizing the world's unfair.
Realizing the world is unfair that day. I fucking hate people. And, actually, you know what? I don't know if I told you this, but, last year in school, we had this field trip down to Washington, D.C. And the brother that I was talking about was in the same grade as me. He was on that trip too. And we were in this spy museum where it's like hands-on shit and you had to crawl through these vents.
Ooh.
And I don't know.
Was it like James Bond?
Yeah, it had like original James Bond shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, like there was like this white suit with blood on it.
With blood.
Like, the real shit. And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
And, his brother was there, and he was, like, making fun of me, because my last name and my first name have initials that relate to this fictional character that I really hate. I fucking hate him. And out of anger, because, you know, fucking hate his family, I punched him. He punched him. Like, I full on, like, punched and then slapped him. And then I just, like, shoved him down the vent, like, get the fuck out. And no one else noticed, apparently, except for my one friend who's like, okay, let's go.
Nice.
And totally unrelated, but in that spy museum thing, I'm pretty sure there are videos of it online, of that one shark thing, where it's like, don't tap the glass. And you know,
oh, yeah, that.
And I saw that, and I'm like, I tapped it, and I waited a minute, like, what the fuck's gonna happen? And I knew there was gonna be, like, a shark pop up, but I didn't know when it was gonna come, and I fucking fell back, and I screamed. And
that reminds me of the one time on Halloween we went to the maze thing.
Which one?
Are you done with your story?
Yeah, I'm done with my story.
Okay, so I'll tell the kindergarten story first.
Okay.
And then I'll tell the maze story.
Okay.
So.
Jeez. Oh, wow.
So, way back in kindergarten, I was in love with this one stuffed animal my classroom had. It was a little red Dr. Seuss styled fox.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really cute. And, I was absolutely in love with this plushie. Like,
you wanted to fuck it? Joking. Continue.
So, you know, it was kind of known around the classroom that when I was in that corner, that was mine.
That was mine. Get the fuck away.
Some kids using it before actually, like, saw I wanted to go over there and would stop using it.
Because you were using it. It was, like, yours. Maybe that's why people are fucking scared of you.
Probably! So, actually, no, I think this story might be why my kindergarten class was kind of scared of me. So, the classroom bully also liked this. So, one day, we were put in the same cycle rotation. It was like a little rotation, like, One group was in the reading corner with all the stuffed animals and the Dr. Seuss books, and the other group was in this one learning handwriting, or learning which hand they write with. You know, normal stuff. Mm-hmm. And this day, the class bully and I were in the same rotation group, and we both had a very big love for this stuffed animal.
That bitch mine.
So
this is my bitch.
So she takes it, and I just go.
She.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you her after. Well, I'll give a little update on her after, and you'll immediately know who it was. So she grabs it, and I'm like, "Hey, can I use that? I really like it." And she's like, "No." No. No, it's someone who ended up a lot worse.
Oof. Okay, continue.
And she just goes, "No." So I'm like, "Can I please use it?" It is pretty much known that I use that one. Use another one. Other people are using the other ones, and no.
And no.
So she leaves to get another book, and being the sneaky bitch I am, I just went and grabbed it, and she's like, "Hey, that's mine!" And I go, "You left. It was sitting there by itself." And she grabs it. But I'm not letting her take it. No, I grab it too. And we start having a tug of war on this one little kid. I think his name was like Michael. And he's just like, "Teacher. Teacher." My teacher didn't notice for like 5 minutes. It was her first year being a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, okay.
On the first day, she made a girl cry.
Aww.
Yeah. I heard she got a lot better as a teacher, so that's a plus.
Continue.
So, we're doing this
tug of war. Battle of the Giants.
And the teacher doesn't notice until the arm rips off.
You see her pop seam, like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. And a couple of cases were actually like, because we were in kindergarten. This was like murder.
Yeah.
To our little innocent minds, this was like murder. And I just look at her, and she just is looking at the plushie, and the teacher sprints over there, and reasonably she gives us both a timeout. But the next day I look, and it just has a little safety pin on the arm.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that chick, she went on to get pregnant as a minor. She went on to get pregnant by a 22-year-old and is known for Sharpie eyebrows.
Oh, that bitch! I haven't seen her since last year because she fucking dropped out or some shit. No, she's probably at the other high school. But
yeah, you can't drop out around. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to him.
Actually, he went missing.
Oh, yeah, I'm the one who told you about that.
Yeah.
This kid who lives 2 houses down from me went missing.
Are we in a nice neighborhood?
Are we in a nice neighborhood where my dad had to save some chick from an overdose like 8 times? The same chick. Okay, so I forget what my other story was going to be about.
Corn maze.
Okay, just an add-on to the last story. I also think that, within that week, that little Michael kid in the corner, we had beanbags. He was jumping on a beanbag, and he, like, whammed his head into one. Yeah. He had to be out of school for the rest of that year.
Oof.
I think that's why I was so okay with watching Criminal Minds at, like, 10.
Oh.
Yeah, it was very bloody. I think everyone in that kindergarten class got a little bit mentally destroyed that day.
I mean, I hate gore. That probably would have destroyed me even more. But continue.
That's it.
Corn maze.
Okay, so the corn maze. So, 3 years ago, me, you, your little brother, and your mom went to a corn maze. Not necessarily a corn maze, like a Irish thing.
Mm-hmm.
You remember, right?
Kinda.
So there were these 3 sections. There were 2 storytelling ones, and there was a haunted house section. We were supposed to do the storytelling ones first, but one was still being set up, so we had to do that after the haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through the good job. So we go through the haunted house, and like jump scares happen.
This thing, yeah.
All these jump scares happen. Every time there's a jump scare, everyone else freaks out and is like, "Oh my god!" or "Ah!" But me, I just like,
Hello.
you know, obviously, I thought you were talking to someone. Oh yeah.
No, there's just a ghost in the corner.
But yeah, my heart, I like jump a little bit and I just turn to them and I go, "Hi. Hello."
Yeah. Like, there's this one guy following us, and we just turn out like, "Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Hi there, how are you?
Hi, hello." Okay, and
And your little brother turned back and the middle.
then it's just, okay, after we were done with that part, there's one part I wanted to try to go through, but then Sesame, being a little bitch, was like, "Nah."
It was a staircase going straight up for a little shitty candy apple.
Not that part, no.
Yes.
No, it was like a tunnel.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It was also a staircase.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know that candy apple part.
Were you just gonna go up there for nothing?
Yeah.
Wow. That's sad.
It's a fucking haunted house. You're supposed to, like, enjoy it. And then we tried, like, carving apples.
No, we did that first. You, of course, made one of your robot fetish.
He's not a motherfucking robot. I'm about to rant about this right now. He's not a motherfucking robot. Got it? He's not a motherfucking robot. Continue.
People are just gonna wonder who you're talking about.
Let's move on before I smack you. Continue.
You ruined Star Wars for me. I will never be able to watch it.
Oh, what did I
Because of you and
do?
your family.
What did I do?
Because you're such fucking intense fangirling your entire family.
My entire family? Actually, my father likes Star Trek more than Star Wars.
He's still, he must love Star Trek a hell of a lot. Because holy shit, am I never going to be able to watch Star Wars without hearing you going like, "Is General Grievous?" Or, "Where's Grievous?" Or, "Kylo Ren!" in the back of my mind.
This was like 3 years ago. I have matured.
The new Kylo Ren shit. The new pepperoni nipple man.
That's a meme. I couldn't stop that. Okay?
You fueled it.
I did not.
You
I did not
sent
fuel
shit
it.
to the group chat.
After it became a meme, I put that. No, I put actually Antonio put that. I didn't put that. I put something else like Grievous related, and they turned it to pepperoni nipple man. And then you turned it to salami tits.
Salami tits.
I did not fuel it. Continue. Different story. Let's not talk about this.
Can we talk about those really fucked up videos going around?
No, let's not talk about that.
Okay, here's a little warning. Just to warn you guys. I will flash up a picture of what the links are called. I'm not flashing up the actual fucking links,
No.
but I will flash up what they're called so you can avoid the shit out of it. Because one is a dude being like completely tortured.
Gore warning.
I'm not going into detail. I'm just saying it's a cop getting tortured in front of his son, who also ends up getting tortured after. And the other is a corgi also being murdered in a very dark way. So you don't want to accidentally click on those thinking it's like a meme. Oh, and I found out, someone else told me you can't click out of the window until the video's over.
Why?
Because the dark web is a fucked up place.
Oh no. I'd just turn off my computer. Fuck that.
It will probably still be on there when you turn it back on.
No, like completely shut it down.
Still.
Like restart. Like, no, get out of here. Goodbye. No.
Yeah, so that's just a warning for you guys. Just don't. Just fucking don't.
The time is
I know.
1:05.
I know, we've been going on for over an hour.
Wow. Wow.
I know we still have stories in the back of our minds. Let's talk about how randomly we both started to like sitting on each other's backs.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. You're cutting that out.
No.
No.
One day we were watching Kubo, which is a bad movie.
It is a bad
Which
movie.
is a bad movie that does not deserve the praise it gets.
Bad.
So, we were watching that, and I was over at Geeks' house, and I fell the fuck asleep.
Because of how bad it was.
It was so bad. So, after, I was, like, still tired and groggy. So, I figure, hey, can you sit on my back so I wake up? And you're just like, what do you want me to do? Well, you heard me sit on my back so I wake up, and you do. I don't know why you did, but you do. And I end up liking it. And I'm like, holy shit, dude.
You have a back fetish.
Holy shit, dude. This is the bomb.
You have a back fetish. Sesame has a back fetish.
It's not like I jerk off to backs. I don't know people who do. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Probably is.
Ah, ew.
Those back pectoral muscles.
Do you think, if someone has a back fetish, do you think they'd get more turned on or turned off by scoliosis?
I'm as straight as a scoliosis spine.
Scoliosis is when it's curved.
Right.
Hey.
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 I don't know. Maybe. I don't really know. Be like, oh, look at that curvature.
They'd have a different definition of curvy. They can faintly hear that.
Okay, now what?
I think this is a good place to end, so that we
Yes,
still
it
have
is.
stuff to
It's a
talk about
fucking
next
back
time.
fetish. Back fetish. I did it there.
Well, guys, this was really fun.
Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Stop poking the pop filter.
Yay.
Stop poking the pop filter.
Yay.
Stop it.
Okay, I'm done.
So yeah, I think this was a fun first episode.
Really fucking awkward, but yeah.
It stopped being awkward like midway through.
Really fucking awkward.
After the snake oil game, it became really not awkward. Let's be honest, it was just us having a conversation.
It was. Reliving very bad things.
But for entertainment. For entertainment.
For entertainment.
Okay, we're gonna leave you guys off there. Goodbye!
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Don't rip off Markiplier.